reception. Here's Smith. Looking long for his tight end. This is caught inside the 15. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Jordan Reed on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Redskins find a way to From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here at Arrowhead as their beloved Chiefs took field, and they are set to match up with the Washington Redskins. The kicker, Dustin Hopkins, set to get this one going. And we are underway from Arrowhead. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Mahomes now on first down. And his first pass is incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And he checks this one down to Williams. And down he'll go at the 25. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be fourth down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the third down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up fourth down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football, got to him, and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
On 1st and 10, Smith. He's going to go up top for the... And this is caught in the end zone. It's Dotson. For the Redskins, touchdown. Josh Doctson, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Redskins have taken a first quarter lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now here comes Kansas City. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense.
And he's into the clear. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Damian Williams, 82 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Airing one out for Crowder. This is intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. And the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Mahomes to the former Ram, Sammy Watkins for the Kansas City first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his right. On the crossing route, complete. It's Harris. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. So first and 10 now from the 30. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Tackle made there by Mason Foster.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. That's out to Hill, right side complete. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork we saw, a good job defensively to recover. On second down, Williams. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Now we got third and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he coughed it up into the Redskins. How did they do? The tight end Kelsey was the intended target.
Double. 15.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look.
And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Justin Houston coming in hard on the blitz. He gets him down for a loss of 4. After the sack, they'll come up now third and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety. So the Chiefs able to force the safety there. I think you probably give an assist to this Kansas City crowd at Arrowhead.
And don't they love it? They love being part of the game and having an influence on the game because they make it awfully difficult to function, especially when you're backed up deep in your own territory. I think there's a little more going on here than just crowd noise, though. But the home field advantage at Arrowhead, definitely that. A big-time advantage.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams across the 30 to the 31-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Then it's Clinton Dix with a pick. Watkins, the intended receiver.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
They give it to Peterson. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. To throw on second down is Smith. And a big loss here as he's taken down. D. Ford able to get in and run him down for a loss of 14. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Yellow.
A shotgun snap for Smith. He finds his target. It's Crowder. Touchdown, Washington. Jamison Crowder, 62 yards. And the Redskins are able to strike for 6. And he's able to put it through. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to...
This is caught inside the 15. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 62 yards. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. On first down, Mahomes. And he's going to drop this off to Williams. Complete. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Chiefs are in for 6.
And that's another route the defenders would vote to take out of the game.
A wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 2. Butker now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just at the 9. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Now Mahomes. Flushed out right. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Washington. Josh Doxson, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Redskins get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And now here comes Kansas City. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Mahomes now on first down. Fighting a safety valve here. That's complete. Williams loses the football. Into the Redskins. Have it they do.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They go play action here on first down. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Ryan Kerrigan able to disrupt yet another pass play. His third sack of the afternoon. They go play fake. Mahomes. He's going to float this one deep right side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a third interception in half number 1. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Mahomes now 11 of 16 through the air. It's first and 10.
Black 58 round.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they... And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Yeah, baby! Woo!
Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So that'll back him up 5. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Working from the gun, Mahomes toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Mahomes throwing on 4th. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Jonathan Allen in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Here's Smith now on 2nd down. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. And off comes to Peterson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On second down, Peterson evades him at the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. He'll get it up the middle. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place. His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And out come the Chiefs now. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a fourth quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go-around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game.
Yeah, I think we've seen it in other sports, maybe into the NFL now as well. Now a pitch out to Williams. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Now here's Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down. Mahomes now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. Mahomes now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. On the run. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Mahomes going to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like...
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So the illegal forward pass also costs them a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Mahomes to throw once more. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in the
Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. Now a play fake here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. A 10th carry now for Peterson. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. He's going to go for a big play and intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 21. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion.
This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 60 yards. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
And if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Geis with a carry on second down. And some space here. And now off to the races, down the right side. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. On the ground, Geis. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis punching it in from a yard away. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Now on the return. Oh, no, the ball is loose. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. To throw is Smith. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Richardson. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Smith going to throw it. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does.
He's got a man complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 49 yards. Back to throw, Mahomes. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown, but probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
And this will be recovered by the Redskins, and that should just about do it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. And no, they can't connect on the pass. So that gets the clock down to 11. Time for probably 2 more plays. Got to go quickly, though. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing now, Smith. Looking deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here. There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal, that's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long from Kansas City.
Let's hit the post-game tailgates and grab some of that barbecue.
Yeah, BBQ.